comments, like a lot of people saying, he's Jamaican, you know, he's gonna leave you and as soon as he gets his visa, he's gonna leave you, he's gonna see someone prettier than you. YouTube, I didn't choose YouTube. Babe actually asked me, do I want to do YouTube?
She got a hold on me, and I just wanna hold on you, hold on you. She got a hold on me, and I just wanna hold on you, hold on you. She got a hold on me, and I just wanna hold on you, hold on you. Yeah, that's my type of girl, she's my type of girl in my kind of world.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Island family. I hope that everyone is doing so well wherever you are around the world. I haven't really done a sit down video in a while, so I thought today, why not? Island's asleep, so if you hear him bawl, I'll get him and everyone can get to see him. But today guys, I'm going to be sitting down talking about long distance relationships. Now, I've been getting a lot of emails and messages and things in regards to long distance relationships and people wanting to know how I cope. Now, I hope I don't bore you guys with this vlog. Sit down, have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee, and I just hope I don't bore you out of this vlog. Anyways, I make this vlog for all those who are in a long distance relationships, whether it be with a Jamaican man or whether it be with someone else overseas, wherever you are in the world. It doesn't matter. Long distance goes for everyone. Now, I did pick a few questions. I did scavenge a few questions and a few people did ask me a few questions, so I will be answering them as we go along. Though I do want to stress that, we have been getting a tremendous amount of comments as well in the comment sections as well. And I just wanted to take this time now to appreciate everybody that has subscribed so far to our channel. And I really would like to say, without you guys, we wouldn't, be where we are right now. I will talk about how YouTube came about as well for me. But we're going to get straight into the questions, guys. And yeah, let's see what's up. So, as everyone knows, I met my partner back in 2018. I should say husband now because we are married. So I met my husband back in 2018 and that's where it all started. He asked me out. And so for all those that don't know, we do have a vlog called How We Met. If you want to see, the whole vast of how we met, go check that vlog out and it will tell you. So today, like I said, we're going to just talk about how I cope with being in a long distance relationship for almost now 3 years. So I'm going to start off with the time difference. Me and Babe have a 17-hour apart time difference. So basically, when it's Babe's nighttime, it's my daytime. So when it's my nighttime and I'm about to go to bed, it's his daytime. So what we do is we try our best to, communicate throughout, the day and throughout the night as well. Yes, we do get sleep. Sometimes we get sleep, but not all the time. Sometimes we're up, pretty much all hours of the night chatting away. Even if we don't chat, it's fine. That's one thing with long distance relationships. So I have noticed that sometimes silence can be like a bother to some people, but it's really good if you can have a silence moment with your partner, whether he's doing something or you're doing something. It's fine. You don't need to be chatting away every day. It's fine to just sort of have that silent moment. Let me tell you, when I first met hubby, because he doesn't really talk, he talks, but he's quiet as well. And he likes quiet. And was one time where I was like, he's not really talking much, is something wrong, But I did ask him and he said, babe, why not we just appreciate the silence? I mean, we're not together in the physical, but it is nice to be silent sometimes. So if it happens in your relationship and you feel uncomfortable, maybe talk to your partner about it, but I wouldn't stress about it too much. I think it's really good to have a bit of silence in your relationship. You can't be like blabbering your mouth. Like, I mean, if you think about it, if you're living together in one household, you would actually, like not talk every day. Like you would talk, but you wouldn't be like blah, 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 blah every 5 minutes. So silence is good. Silence is definitely a good thing. So the time difference, 17 hours apart. My next question, guys, is how do you keep the intimacy alive? I get asked this a lot as well, and I have seen other people answer. Now, how do we keep the intimacy alive? Now, I would send photos, videos. It doesn't have to be specifically always nude or sexual content, but memorabilia stuff, like things that we've done together while we've been together. While I was in Jamaica, I'd sent him videos or photos that he hasn't really seen before, or he hasn't seen for a very long time. So that kind of like sparks up, one, it sparks up memories and conversation, and two, it also, it makes you feel closer to the person in a sense, like, but yeah, communication is one big thing in a long distance relationship. If you don't have communication, guys, you've got nothing. All right. And remember, not what might work for some people might not work for everyone, so what might work for some might not be for everybody, because I mean, it's my first time being in a long distance relationship, and it is hard, and the way I cope with it may not be the way other people cope with it, but we've got to be strong, and we've got to really pursue and preserve what we have. Okay. Be true to yourself, be true to the relationship, and you can, anything and everything can evolve, so intimacy, letting each other know what we miss about each other, that's the most important. Letting your other half know that I miss this about you, like sending photos, videos, memes, like things that, videos that make each other laugh, like keep that going, games, you can play games with each other, like all of that stuff is keeping intimacy, communication together, so ladies and gents, I'd say to you, use your imagination as to what other kind of intimacy things that you could do with your partner, So another question that I was asked is, how do you think the transition from long distance to living together will go? Now, I think we won't have a problem. I think that we really gel well together already. I've been to Jamaica 3 times. He hasn't been to Australia yet. That is in the process. The way we live together is pretty much, we're like every other couple, I'm assuming. They might be doing something on the computer, like editing vlogs, and I might be watching a movie, or even watching something, or cleaning the house, or attending to Ireland. And, as a female, sometimes we want affection. I'm happy to say, babe, come over and, come and help me out, or come and do this with me. And he's easy to drop the pen and come over and help me out. He's not that type of, oh, but I'm busy, or I'm doing something. No, it doesn't work like that, and that's how teamwork makes a dream work. And we're really, really compatible in that way, because we both help each other out with whatever. He's really good with Ireland, and, he'll give me the break if I need it. I remember when I was there last time in Jamaica, I said, oh my God, you missed the first 4 months of his, life. And I said, and I was up every 2 hours of the night, feeding him, breastfeeding him, and looking out for him. I said, give mummy a little rest. And you know what? He did. I was able to just sleep and really rest up, while babe used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning and go and make Ireland a bottle, and just be really, and entwine and into the relationship like that, like, you know. And like I get a lot of comments, like a lot of people saying, he's Jamaican, you know, he's gonna leave you and as soon as he gets his visa, he's gonna leave you, he's gonna see someone prettier than you, you know. And I just kind of sit back and laugh, because I'm gonna just say something like, I'm gonna say, YouTube, I didn't choose YouTube. Babe actually asked me, do I want to do YouTube? And I said, I was a little bit like, you know, not so confident with being on camera and things. And, you know, sometimes I still a little bit like, oh, I'm not looking my best today. Or, you know, I don't think I really want to, you know, be on YouTube today. But, you know, there are days that, you know, we all get, that we, you know, highs and lows. We're all humans at the end of the day. And I says, okay, let's give it a try. Now, like I've been getting so many comments, like, and negative ones as well, like, you know, like I just said, if he was really like being not faithful towards me, or like being really, how do I say it? Like everyone perceives a Jamaican man to be, do you think that he would have exposed me the way he did on YouTube? Do you think that maybe, you know, he's doing it for his own, you know, gain? I don't think so, guys. Like, I think that would be just too fast stretched. And I do get comments like, he's gonna break your heart. I doubt it very much. You know, we've been through a lot, guys, and I'm telling you, like, a lot. 3 years almost, and you know, 5 months married. For all those that don't know, we got married in January the 16th, 2021, and beautiful day. Loved it. But I just feel like, you know, sometimes people just don't really see the bigger picture in things, you know, and they just kind of live off what everybody else is sort of thinking, you know, or like, well, you know, the stigma around dating a Jamaican man, because you know what, Latino men are just as bad. You know, we got good Latino people and we've got really bad Latino people. Like, we've got really good Australian people and we've got really bad Australian people. So, you know, guys, like, I don't get it, you know. So just let that sink in for a minute, you know, like, yeah, just let that sink in. Anyways, we'll move on to the next question. Sometimes long distance can get lonely. How do I cope? All right, so how I cope is I go for a walk. Right now it's really cold, so I'm really snuggly up, you know, like keeping myself warm. We're trying to. And so what I do, I just watch movies, YouTube, I listen to music. I tend to go to music more because music is like a really good memorabilia. It brings really good memories and, you know, brings those, you know, beautiful feelings and things. So I go to that. That's my to-go-to place. And, you know, I also go through memories, you know, photos, videos. When I'm alone, when babe's asleep, fully asleep, and I'm alone at home, I tend to do that. Like, I just, you know, tend to keep my mind occupied. I clean the house, I cook, you know, I go for walks, I go visit my father. You know, I just do things that make me feel, you know, everything's gonna be all right. You know, things are just gonna get better. Eventually things are just gonna start getting better. And, you know, 3 years is a long time to be in a long distance relationship. People think, wow, you're crazy for doing it. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. It actually feels so good, like being in a long distance relationship and knowing that you're working towards a goal. So keep that in mind for those that are looking at getting into a relationship, in a long distance relationship. Keep that in mind and think to yourself, well, do I want this? How bad do I want this? So my next question would be, do you ever get sick of phone calls and texting? No. I'm the biggest texter and Baby's the biggest phone caller. Now, he'll be on the phone for hours on end, whereas I, like, you know, not saying I live a busier lifestyle, but because, pardon me, I work and, you know, I try my best to balance, you know, mum life, family life, work life, all of that, you know. So, and obviously study life. I try to do everything that I can. possibly can. Now, the way we balance it. Basically, we balance everything. We balance our communication. Like if I'm at work and I'm like, babe, I can't really talk on the phone right now. Do you mind if we just do texting? Babe's like, yeah, cool. Or even, like vice versa. Like babe might be on a bus to Kingston or wherever he's going, and we might just do texting because it's a lot easier. It's really loud in Jamaica. Like when you hear the cars and buses and trucks and everything, it's just really loud music. So sometimes texting works for us, but most of the time we're always on the phone. So phone is the main thing. Phone calls is the main thing. Now guys, I hope I kind of wrapped up most of it for everyone. Oh, I hear Island. Hang on, I'll go grab him, guys. So guys, here we go. We've got Island. Hey. Yeah, guys, so going back to the questions and talking about, my long distance relationships and how I cope. So I hope that it kind of really summed up for a lot of people. Like, remember, just the littlest things count, like sending I love you texts, or like I said, memes, or, communication is key. If something's bothering you, talk to your partner. If he's genuine and he's, a really good person to talk to and communicate with, he's going to understand you and you're going to listen to each other and everything else. Hey, hi. Say hi to everybody. Hi. It's really cold here, guys, so we're keeping ourselves warm. And so to wrap up this vlog, guys, I just wanted to talk about, how much effort are you willing to put in your relationship? Oh, he gave me a kiss. How much effort are you willing to put in your relationship? How much time are you willing to put in your relationship? If all these are combined together and you guys can do really well, why not pursue? Another thing is, for those people that in a long distance relationship with someone that doesn't speak English or doesn't speak proper English, are you willing to learn the language? Think about that for a minute. Like, are you willing to learn how to speak another person's language or your partner's language, just to, break that language barrier between the two of you? Another question you've got to ask yourself, are you going to be okay with missing your partner every day? Are you going to be okay with not seeing them in the physical for a few months? So they're kind of questions that you need to ask yourself before you get into a long distance relationship. He's biting me. Island. Bubba, what are you doing, man? Yeah. Hi, everyone. Yeah. Another question you'd ask yourself is, my phone keeps timing out. Do you want to be in a relationship where it's monogamous? Monogamy, where it's one partner only, or you got to talk to your partner before you get into a relationship, whether you want it to be an open relationship. For me, it's a one partner thing. For babe, it's a one partner thing. We don't do this changing partners. It's not in me, it's not in my culture, it's not in my beliefs, I should say, my morale, I should say. And that's how it is. Now, are you happy to be alone? That's the next question. Are you happy to have alone time? I am. It took me a while to get used to, but I'm definitely on board with it now. And how are you going to satisfy one another while you're away from each other? How would you satisfy each other? Like I said, it's the little things that count, that make the relationship spicier. All right? Caliente, as we'd say, caliente. And of course, the ultimate goal. What do you want out of this relationship? Do you want it to be, you want it to be something more than what it is? You want to close the gap? Like me and my husband now, we want to close the gap. We want to close it. See you later, alligator. Right, Island? We want to close the gap. See you later, alligator. Don't forget your toilet paper. Something like that. Yeah. All right, guys, it was so much fun talking to you all. I wish you all the best in your long distance relationships, and if you're not and you're looking at getting into one, I really hope this vlog has helped you out. If you want to see a part 2, maybe of Babe, of how he's, you know, how he would answer these questions, or, you know, how he copes being in a long distance relationship, let us know. Comment down below. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and click that bell, notification bell, right, Island? Yeah. All right, guys, you all have a blessed day. Mwah. Gonna kiss everyone? Mwah. Bye. Say bye. Bye to the people then. Bye.